She's wealthy. I'm not enough for her. That's the conversation we're going to have here today on Self Love Monday. How you guys doing? This is Ron Simplified Myers, author, podcaster, and your uplifting life partner. I wanted to talk to you about this. I was talking to a gentleman, and he was telling me about this young lady he was dating. Now, he emphasized the fact that she was Chinese. I don't know how that really plays a role, and he's Hispanic. And the only reason I'm even sharing that particular portion is because Self Love Monday. This is what we're talking about. For some people, even that, the fact that a person's from a different race or culture, you start to look down upon yourself as if they're more superior. And we know that's what the racism stuff is all about. Is I've shared before. There are two ways to build the tallest building. One, you build the tallest building. Two, you tear down the buildings that are around you so that you are the tallest building. Now, most people live in that particular arena. They tear down others so that they feel better about themselves. Unfortunately, some people have bought into those myths and have put certain cultures above themselves as if to date them is they're going up the scale, or it's like they're not worthy to date someone. Folks, don't ever get to that point. You guys have heard me say many times, there is no one in the world that is too good for you. Understand it's the opposite. You're not too good for anyone else. Human beings are very significant, all of us, and we all bring different things to the table. This particular gentleman, and the reason I'm covering this is because I was sharing with him when he was telling me about the fact that she's pretty wealthy, and he was at a party, and one of the guys kind of talked down to him because of money, because he kind of looked at him and forgot, he called him something like a peasant or something like that, because a comment that he had made to the gentleman, and because he was talking finances or something, and the guy just made kind of a feedback, and the guy tried to embarrass him by telling him something about him being a peasant or something. And instantly, of course, because he was telling me how he's from the hood and that kind of stuff, so that part of him instantly came out, and he basically told him he'd kick his behind. And so it was kind of he said the guy backed down, and the guy was embarrassed and that kind of stuff, but the guy was basically trying to act superior, as we're talking about, because as we all know, again, this guy was trying to tear him down to feel better about himself. But he backed the guy into a corner where he felt the only way to defend himself was, what he did know is, I could take you outside and we can get this resolved. And that's not necessarily the best answer. But for him, that was the way he took back control of the situation. But anyway, that's a whole different conversation. But because we're really talking about the way he feels about himself, and what I was sharing with him is, because she's financially well off, and I forgot what position she has, like surgeon or something, but she has a high position, making great money, comes from a family that has great money, big money, I should say, or whatever words you like to use. So he's looking at that as, because of where he comes from and they have money, that they're superior and he's not good enough. And what I shared with him is, obviously you are, because she has options. She can date the guys that have money, and she chooses not to. She even told him that the guys that are around her, the guys that have money and they have things, they just, because for her, because of guys like that one that pretty much looks down upon other people, she disagrees with that, and it kind of makes her where she doesn't feel good about people that carry themselves like that, people that will look down upon other people, which I think is a great character of hers, to understand that money doesn't make you better or more superior than other people. It just means that you're doing better than them financially. And this is where we talk about understanding what's valuable to you and what your values are. And values, because you guys hear me talk about integrity and character, but when I'm talking values in this particular conversation, it's what is important to you. What are the things that you think about all the time? The things that You always find a way to get done, because we're always talking about how busy we are. But there are certain things, no matter what, we're going to make those things important and get them done and accomplished. Why? Because they're valuable to us. So we got to understand we all bring different value to the table and we all have different values. And your objective is to find someone who can appreciate your values that you bring to the table, which for her, and that's what I was sharing with him. Obviously, you bring value to the relationship that the other guys don't bring. They bring finances, but because she has finances, that's not where her values lie. You guys follow me? That's why I'm saying knowing what's valuable to her, to you. For her, that's not what makes her feel significant. That's not what drives her in the morning to get up, and the things that she feel is what makes her important, significant, as I was just saying. So, but anyway, the bottom line is that's what I was sharing him. Never ever put yourself down. The world will do that without your help. And the key is for you, you should never ever look at anyone else as being superior than you anyway. They just have different things, because if your values and what's valuable to you, like in his particular case, if he really valued money, he would be doing the things that made significant money. But obviously there are other things in his life that is more important, and then he brings those to the table. And for her, even though that's not what's significant to her, it's nice that somebody has money. We don't want to be out here and can't pay our bills. But anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. The bottom line is, what's valuable to you? Never, ever sell yourself short. And that's really the purpose of this particular talk today. And I hope he got that. He seemed like he did. And that's why I was telling him, I said, man, never ever walk with your head down. Never ever look at someone that's been better than you or more superior than you. They made different decisions in their life, so they're getting different results. But the problem is, for a lot of people, is you're too busy trying to make what's truly valuable to you, you're ignoring, and you're letting what the world tells you should be valuable to you. And that's why you can't be happy, because you can't live someone else's values, what someone else believes is important, and be happy. And the reason, again, I'm stressing this is because there's a lot of young ladies that keep listening to these conversations out here where everybody keeps trying to sell you find that six-figure man. And for them, that's not even what's important. They're looking for all the other values that the guy brings to the table, and they'll find a guy who fits everything they're looking for. But because the world has told him what's valuable is a man that's making six figures, they won't give that guy a chance. And the key is, the six figures is not even important to them. Think about that. They're cool with finding someone they can put the money together, their money and his money, because he brings everything else to the table, and they're okay. And then they run around wondering why they're not happy. And it's because they're allowed the world to make decisions for them that the world shouldn't be making. So anyway, but the bottom line for this particular conversation, I got off there a couple of times, but that's okay. You guys understand my point. Never, ever sell yourself short. That's what we're talking about on Self-Love Monday. You're significant. Know that you're significant. Know that you're valuable. And never, ever put someone else on a pedestal. But at the same time, never ever look down upon others. And as you know, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. It is my opinion. Now run on over to my app, which is located in the Apple Store. And also, it's located in, the Google Play. And it's Simplified You, the word simplified, the letter U, not the word U, Simplified You. Pull it up, free app. I also put my book, The Relationship Success Handbook, Get Rid of Your Problems, Not Your Partner. I put that inside the app. It's a free download, the app, and the book is inside of there. So you get access to the book, which of course is for sale on Amazon, but I put it inside the book because we're not trying to sell any books here. We're trying to get the brand out here and help people understand the significance of how important they are in getting their relationships together, that's what's most important. All the other stuff will take care of itself. And again, you guys know if you're not having fun, you should be doing something else. I'll talk to you on Thursday. Take care. Bye bye.